Directive to restore international flights next month has elicited mixed reaction. This follows an announcement by Transport Cabinet Secretary James Macharia that people traveling into the country once flights resume will not be taken into mandatory quarantine if they do not exhibit COVID-19 symptoms. The airline capacity will also not be altered to pave way for social distancing amid the government instructing transport entities to enforce social distancing. David Mudhoka reports.
A few days after President Uhuru Kenyatta directed the return of local and international flights as part of reopening the nation, this directive by Transport CS James Macharia the following day has further fueled debate on whether the government is wielding the containment measures sword fairly to all transport entities.
All passengers shall be exempt from quarantine on arrival at their destinations if their body temperatures is not above 37.5 degrees Celsius and they do not have a persistent cough, difficulty in breathing, and other flu-like symptoms.
The CS stating that visitors will not be subjected to a mandatory COVID-19 test if they do not exhibit symptoms at a time when the government is wary of asymptomatic patients. In other East African nations such as Rwanda, however, visitors are expected to undergo a 24-hour quarantine upon arrival at their own cost. This happening regardless of having a COVID-19 negative certificate. Health CS Mutahi Kagwe has nevertheless defended the government, saying anyone on board will have to be tested and obtain credible and relevant certification at their countries of origin. Thus, there will not be a need for retesting upon arrival unless a person shows signs of contracting the COVID-19 disease.
You must have a negative certificate before you board the plane, whether it is individual, whether it is home, or whether it is institutional. That is the current protocol, and that protocol has not changed. What has changed, and what we hope, is that it is going to change by the time we open international airspace, because hopefully by then we'll either have found a way of ensuring that if you are negative tested, that sustains itself.
This social distancing double standard in transport entities has caused a stir, with public service vehicles and passenger train Madaraka Express expected to regulate their capacity on board. Airlines' capacity will remain undeterred as per the government. David Mudhoka, TV 47.